I'm coming. Hello.
She basically she needs for you to either admit or not, basically.
What are you feeling like? Is there anyone that it could be? Or are you basically saying there's definitely no one? You don't have to go into detail, but it's the easiest way to go, look, I've done a few things. Listen, let's just move forward. I'm ready to put my all in, and that's it. At the end of the day, like, if she's got details and things like that, I'm willing to own up to this shit, you know what I mean?
Oh my God.
What is that? Hey, Chris.
Sometimes, so I think for you, it's like
If she got details and she knows everything, I'm willing to admit it.
if it's real, I'll own up to it, put my hands up, it's cool, but I understand that.
It's my wow. You just denied. Now she know.
Things and just being mad about it, and I think the fact that he's essentially being caught out, he's more just worried about how it's going to be perceived in front of everyone.
Right.
Lie, motherfucker.
I'm good,
What
Chris.
you mean? Because even the other black guy looking at her like,
Watching this ratchet TV.
she got details, so now I guess I get it.
Uh-huh.
I mean, wow. Wow. But you was gaslighting her.
Right.
Talking about you keep bringing it up. Man, no.
Why is it not moving? There we go.
Ooh, horsey. Hold on. I'm gonna put you right here.
She gave him a girl.
So it ties me out. Yeah, it's gonna be a good day. I feel like it is.
Who the girl go with?
So did you come in there thinking we need to just get closure in the future? Because I feel like she doesn't have that impression that you actually want the future.
Completely opposite to that, if anything.
Really? So she doesn't think that at all.
Maybe I should have worded things a bit better. The whole, oh, you cracking on with people in here. That wasn't a...
Because she was like, that's too
Oh,
much.
please tell her what your man said.
I've got so much time for this girl.
Yeah,
Hmm?
she's interesting.
I hope he tells her what her boyfriend said about being Rebecca. Oh, if I could be with somebody.
It's called Cheat. What channel is this on?
Netflix.
On
Obviously,
Netflix.
I've heard a lot about coming from Lucia. He's trying to say that we haven't seen Lucia for 5 years. There's a lot of mismatches. Because she's been telling me about the old you and like how you've been quite unserious. I feel like, yeah,
This is the thing for me,
I'm
right?
not entirely convinced.
Because she hasn't actually seen me, I mean, I haven't spent
Yeah.
quality one time together. She's not going to see this side yet.
Hey.
That's enough about me.
Okay.
Obviously, me and Chris
Look.
get along with House on Fire inside yet. I feel like he's my older brother. I feel like he regrets all the things he's done bad.
He really, he had me.
You know
Oh,
what? I
thank
feel
you,
like he
Chris.
recognised that. Even when he's speaking, like you can sort of hear the pain like in his voice. I can tell he's very sincere with it. He just really wants to push on and just show you how much you really mean to him.
Really?
Honestly, yeah. Like,
So
he
weird
gets...
because he's treating me and people keep like,
Oh, the
he's
thing.
that kind of guy.
This is what
So
we
to hear
do.
me like
Yeah.
saying loads of nice things, I'm like,
He ain't gonna tell her.
obviously it's hard to not carry things from the past.
Of course, yeah.
But like, I'm quite a rational person.
Mm-hmm.
So like, as much as I know that Craig needs to prove himself to me, this experience is making me think maybe I need to be a bit more open and yeah.
I understand completely what you're saying, but I feel like there has to be like that sort of line in the sand.
Hello.
That we can both just push on together to try and
How
get
are you,
back to what you
Chris?
once was.
Yeah. It has been about me, like, you need to win me back. So, to stop and think, like, oh, okay, I need to actually consider how he feels and, like, how he's feeling about this whole
His ass
process.
had a whole nother
I'm like,
female. He was booked for years. So how do you know you won't be?
Right.
Honestly, I don't know what to know about, and that still pulls me to the day.
it was like best friends. Do you know what I mean?
I've been speaking to Jazz for like the past 2 days. We've got quite close, you know, so I'm doing one of things. Do you feel as though that you're all the way in with Jazz? Do you feel as though that you've got, are you 100% in as in like?
It's hard to even think about that if it didn't work. I just wish she would like believe me and trust me a bit more. I want to know she's with it.
But why are you consoling everybody else?
My insecurities.
Why are you touching on Rebecca and saying is you bad?
Maybe it's her.
I hope the white guy says, well, I'm not the only one who said
I
that.
want her to just show me.
Yeah, Craig said it too, and then she go back, and you know?
Yeah.
She'll go back and say, I found out about this.
Hello, Evie. Hey, Sean.
I think I've put it down. I know I'm messed up and I understand that now. I'd do anything for it.
Yes, we
Do
Evie.
you feel as though that's it?
I remember you.
Feels for me massively.
Hey, Dean.
I said to her, does it make you happy?
Are you talking to me? Please talk out loud.
Live stream.
Yeah, well, it was incredible, mate.
A live stream.
Oh, you're on.
It's 11.
Over in this,
Yeah.
well, all right, we'll fix it.
Give me a cold.
Yeah.
I know you wanted it.
I know, because I looked up, I was like, oh my God, it's 11 o'clock, I gotta get on.
It's my last shot to be happy. Yeah, and I don't want to start.
How long is this show? Oh, it's Netflix.
I wonder where they're at. That'd be good.
It's gorgeous. Got me to go on the trip.
Have a seat, bro. No, I need a seat, do I? I've been a bit of a naughty boy today.
Hey, Dean. Hey, Evie. Oh, thank you, Evie.
I wanted to see if that happened.
Thank you, Chris.
So, I said, like, we're all so tight, like, and we were all just having a bit of a joke and a laugh. We were like, if your exes weren't here, who would you get with? He said, you go family. Yeah. And I said, look, it's not that deep. And also reacted to that, bro. Did she go off? She started crying. As soon as I said it, you know, I was like, oh shit. Obviously, you know, I said to her, oh, you cracked on in there. She put two and two together now. Yeah. It was a moment of the clock anyway, not for Mount Everest, bro. You know what I'm saying? We're doing it in the cold. Oh, jeez. It's tough, because I like that, but I feel like he's gone in there with the right intentions. I feel like he's just got a bit flustered and just said something that he thought was a good idea in his mind. Yeah, he's in the bad books at the moment.
I'm all over the place after that little catch up with Dan. This was literally Connor's last chance.
You gotta think about it.
Thank you, Chris.
How did it go? How did it go? So they've gone on around there saying, who would you like crack on with? And Connor said, I'm the lead. So it's just making me feel like shit. Because every little thing's now making me think he really isn't here for the right reasons.
Wait till her. Wait till she find out about her.
Yeah. But I was trying to dig and be like, what's your intentions? And yeah, he was just saying that, oh, I haven't seen him in 5 years.
Who?
He has seen me in 5 years. Yeah, he's like, oh,
He's
yeah, we
lying.
need to know each other again. Really, he's like, I'm a different person from 5 years ago, so for us, we're like kind of like having to start from scratch. We don't really know each other. Are you kidding me? Yeah, that's what he's saying to everybody. Oh, for about 5 years. I'm actually done.
Yeah, he's lying. He's lying about
He
that.
has seen me. It was only a month ago that I was in his bed with him.
No!
Do you know how hard it is to hear that someone saying they don't know you for the 5 years because they haven't seen you properly? I really need to speak to him to understand why he's lying.
Yeah.
I don't even know if here.
Yeah.
I'm clutching my pearls right now.
He's a fucking liar. Not even for the right reason. I just want to go home. Making out like he doesn't know it. Oh, shut up. And if he had his dick inside me, I'd go.
Oh! You heard that? Wow! TV!
I'm clutching all my pearls. I'm watching Cheat on Netflix. Man, this is better than Suits. I was watching Suits earlier. She is thick.
something
They
right
give me hope. There are men who like
Okay,
that.
it's not funny, really. Where is your head at?
So like obviously I came here.
She looks so much better without
Obviously, at the
makeup.
time I didn't give you the chance to, you know, express yourself and tell me what happened.
Yeah.
Kind of knew what was going on in it. Like in the reckoning room,
Okay.
the last reckoning room that we had, I couldn't even look at you. But, you know,
I need to put some stuff on. They dry right now.
I know.
I don't like no dry lips. Hold on.
I've never ever did again. You pick up my life.
He's about to
Hello,
go
as you prevail, just take a minute to breathe and
You
relax.
never ever found anyone else like you.
Thank you,
Like you
Dave.
was irreplaceable. And
You didn't do it
I choose
last
what I
night.
feel to like move forward with our lives now. You know, I'm ready to, I'm ready to
You
climb
left
any
me
mountain.
hanging.
you know, and I'm willing to, you know, give you the chance to, you know, do what you need to do. At the
Bye,
end of the day,
Krish.
We're in this together, and you know, I want us to be able to, you know, work things out, you know, day by day, and I need to be as
Take that.
That's where I'm
inspired as, you know, as you are right now.
You can see the way you two look at each other, and it's intense. I want you to know that that's a new man sitting right there.
It's called cheat.
I'm happy right now because we're heading to the right direction. Like, he was an amazing boyfriend at the time.
He was.
I just hope that
Emphasis on was, ma'am.
You said he was.
I know, so I said emphasis on was. W-A-S. Not now.
You understand how much I'm trying on that?
Exactly. He's sorry and wants to just move on with you.
The thing with Sean is, I think when he cheated, he changed and did that way be who I'm at, because I'm still the person you met. I've just grown up a little bit. Like, I need a man that can own things,
Yeah.
and that's who Sean was when I met
Yeah,
him.
that's a big
That's what it
thing.
takes to grow on now, though. Yeah.
That's why I'm here.
I'm confident you'll get the Sean that you needed to be. Powerless.
Mm-hmm.
But I hear this out there, I promise I'm not a monster.
We know, and you know what? Emily has defended you massively. Yeah, you get to see him. You're like, I want to fall in love with a monster.
Okay, yeah.
So,
Would
give
you
it.
use the word monster too?
No, you
Well, is this
That's my
Okay, right, fair enough.
I'm not gonna tell her that.
And a lot of unresolved issues that we have.
Is that why you're very tired of trying to get your point across?
I wouldn't say it's fiery, to be fair. I'll say it's more passion.
But it doesn't come across as passion, though.
Because I'm here to own everything. Hands up, I'm guilty, I'm sorry, I'm moving on.
I mean, we can see why Emily liked it. This is a different version of Kieran.
Right. My day was good. We went to clean off my great grandmother's grave today. And I had never been there, so that was really cool. As I get older, I have more appreciation for things like that.
I want us to be able to communicate and not have so much pent-up anger over these things that we're clinging on to. But I'm hoping that we can find ourselves again from the start of it.
Before he sees you,
Yeah.
Oh, a new channel banner. Okay.
but the minute you guys get
I have to
together,
go look at it.
explosion, everything goes wrong.
Yeah.
You need to work on it. So don't take the
Can you
face
just
to
tell
it.
him, like, the body language? Like,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
needs to, like, just sit back in his seat and just take a bit of a chill pill.
Mhm.
Because it really, really is a lot.
Bring some table ties.
I need to wash
That's a good
my
I'll
dishes.
give you advice, what do you think I should do? You know, she's still interested.
Yes, of course she is, but she's kind of really wants to find out a bit more about it.
I'll spend with somebody else, right?
Yeah, we know
One
that.
night stand, okay?
Hey,
I feel
Jerome.
like, you know, some people are just seeking validation somewhere else, and I do understand it. Obviously, that's something I've done, like going to an ex's house one night. with
You know I
a
have
massive blow-up
tunnel vision.
with someone that I knew could
When I see it,
help.
that's why I don't watch TV very
So you
often.
don't know the
Because
girls
when I'm
from that
in,
kind of
I'm
girl that
locked
we
in.
Okay, at least I can say that.
No, never. It was just like one night in London,
Yeah.
and then
Oh, I'm so full. What is going on with my body? I'm so full. All I have was beans and salad.
Why do you make that?
Intention or like
No,
friend?
no, it didn't go anywhere.
Okay, so you wanted it to go somewhere.
No, like it was just.
If there's anything more to admit, I think obviously the earlier the better. These messages, there must have been some kind of intention behind it, otherwise what would be the point of messaging when he's in a relationship? I do plan on telling that to Rebecca. I feel like she's one of my closest in here, she deserves to know. I wouldn't put your thumbs up.
Hey, Jerome. Oh, God, stop eating so much food. Hold on. I'm right back. I'm my lip gloss. My lips is so dry. Oh, man. Ooh, much better. And a little bit of color. Little pop of color. Oh, I feel like this is about to be a juicy part. Wait.
I'm scared.
No, so no, basically, obviously there was a lot of questions I asked. I said, is that all you've done behind Rebecca's back? Ever been any other cheating in a relationship? He was like, a few messages here and there.
Who?
So I was like, okay, so what do you mean? He was like, just a few messages, and then he was trying to brush it over.
Oh, you hear like the little accent, right? I love their accents.
Your relationship.
Hold on.
So it was just something that just didn't sit right with me, and he was really vague with his answers.
It gets worse. Honestly, I'm fed up. Not only have you cheated on us, you now actually have been texting other people behind me back.
I know, yeah. I know, Blames.
I believe he's a full-blown cheat.
I think if a man is messaging people, then it's with intention, in my eyes.
Now after that, I'm back to square one. He just had the cheeks to pull up. The rest is that unbeliever couldn't even tell that to me. Quite frankly, I'm feeling like I'm done before something's even restarted.
Because he couldn't keep it to himself.
Yeah, he should have kept it to himself and told her.
He couldn't. He couldn't.
It's been an intense few days, and what's interesting is you can see some of the couples starting to gradually make their way
She's
back.
out.
But others where
I don't know. I love their accents. Like, I literally, I love accents. Oh, love it, love it, love it. I need to go to London. London? Hello, Gardner. Not Gardner, Gardner. It's supposed to be Gardner, like their gardens. Hello, Gardner. Hello.
Hopefully get some answers.
So I enjoy these sessions more than anything. And the reason why is because I've been doing it forever.
Thank you,
And I've seen
Jerome.
couples that you would think would never ever come back and repair. I've seen them repair. And I've seen couples realize that they're just not right for each other. Okay.
Wee,
In
wee.
my heart, I have no doubt that you two will be friends. But I don't know if you two will be romantically involved. And that's what I really want to see if you prepare to both parties to say, well,
They're black too. What you mean? They're English. That doesn't mean black people in English have accents too. English, Spanish, and I love all those languages. The last one especially. They are British. British. Six weeks is a lot sooner than 5 years. He said, oh Lord, this is why, girl, pack your bags and leave that man, girl. I want to puke for her. She should be all out of tears. Ain't no tears left. You gonna stop playing in my face. You gonna stop playing in my face. Oh, Lord. For the way my manifestations you set up. Eat. What is that? Girl, leave. Leave. Pack your bag. You don't even need to go to the rest. Just go home.
Grandfather, he said, but if you don't know she's the one, she's not the one.
I can't even speak.
That's sad. Yeah, y'all know when you know. You know when you know. Oh, nice.
But yeah, I'm not worried at all.
No, I'm not worried. I think if Craig wasn't
What you say, Drum?
so
Boo boys.
Yeah.
then I'd still be worried. He was on the world, I think.
Let's see.
Hey, of course.
We talking about Craig and Rebecca.
Hot. But got lovely company to me by all I need now is just like a handhold and like a little stroke,
Little hair stroke.
yeah.
Hey, Crystal.
Yeah.
Lee, what's up, man? What do you think about my club? Hey, really? I'm feeling nervous, apprehensive, definitely.
Just nervous. Just nervous?
Obviously, just
After what you did? Oh, this show
I feel like an
is
overwhelming pressure
train wreck.
because I love her so much.
Lies. So how you cheat on the girl? Then he gonna tell her,
Very focused. How do you feel right now?
no, I ain't cheating. I didn't do none of that. She said I saw text messages. He was like, he said, well, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. I ain't cheating none of that. And then she said, and then she was talking to another girl. She says, I saw the messages. I talked to the girl. She said stuff that only she would know if she did something. And he was like, well, I guess if you're going to put it out there like that, then I'll admit it.
I would know. I would know if I cheated on him or not. I just couldn't do it.
What? I'm good,
It's
Crystal
easy to
girl.
have your own side of the story when you're
Good.
separated.
There you go.
Like I'm going by like the horse's mouth. I've actually spoken to the girl.
Uh-huh.
Is this who you were talking
Look at his face.
Like, be honest with me and tell me. Just want to know, like, the truth.
I'm watching Cheat on Netflix.
Good.
He's my y'all, his throat getting tight.
You should know. Was one of them things where it was a drunken night out and I don't really recall it.
Yeah, I don't really recall it.
Lies.
I am guilty of it, yeah.
He said I'm guilty of it, yeah. But you gave her an ultimatum.
Girl, leave.
So, Leah, how is it that you know now that you're guilty of it, but you didn't know that?
I kind of like did it and kind of like erased it from my memory.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh. Where'd I do that at?
You forgot that you were intimate with somebody.
Until just now?
I did, yeah. Wow.
And then you gave her an ultimatum.
That's a bold statement. You know what's interesting? You know you were with a partner that, quite honestly, you could do anything.
He's got a big loaf of bread, and he breaks off a little crumb, and he's like,
Olivia, here you go. Here's a little crumb.
and you say, thank you for this crumb.
That's Jason and Slim.
And if you keep saying thank you for the little crumb,
Why would he even want to break off anymore?
Thank you. I love this man.
Yeah.
so, Olivia, is a crumb enough for you?
No, I ain't. Oh, no. I want more than that.
You're raising a TV show. Let me be honest.
That is so sad.
Next episode.
That is so sad.
That's so how men are.
I don't want to generalize all of them because I want to marry one of them one day. And I don't want him to be
Well,
like
your
that.
cousin is just like that.
Those who need a little
No, I'm sure he don't even get Slim crumbs. He gives her respect.
See, I got my sauce. You got your sauce.
Lord,
Oh,
I'm
they didn't
sorry.
do that.
Sweet.
That's true. Not all men.
Maybe it's 12 different flavors all tossed together.
One in a
But you
million.
know, see, the question is, who got the sauce?
Zaxby's. Zaxby's got the sauce.
I don't think he's talking to you.
Hey, Craig.
Who got the sauce?
Hello, Craig. Oh, good. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Crystal.
He like, oh, dear.
Olivia, is a crumb enough for you?
Right. Ain't nobody want no crumb. No.
Have a crumb. I deserve the whole loaf.
Hello,
I feel like
Craig.
you put him on a pedestal.
Yeah, I do.
Wow.
Okay.
She
So how do
honestly
you plan to
knew.
get more?
By setting boundaries.
The challenge you have is much larger than setting boundaries.
Yeah, he uncomfortable.
I think the challenge is about self-love.
Yep.
That's it. You gotta love yourself because you wouldn't let no man do that to you. Bam. I mean,
Yeah.
no, thank you.
What's he shaking your head for you?
All I can do is apologise and say that I just want to move forward from that.
It's too late.
You're the only person that matters.
Here's a question for you. This is a tough one for you.
Do you feel as if you are on another level?
Of course, I'd like to
Love
put her
yourself first,
on a pedestal
absolutely.
higher than myself, but do you? Well, I felt like if there's times I do,
But in practice, no. Yeah.
Wow.
So, what do you most need to work on?
Not
you must
even.
need to work on actually take the time up to understand and listen to Olivia when she is coming forward with things that she's insecure about.
Okay.
I do worry that
She's so
you
pretty.
don't
She's a
put
pretty girl.
yourself first, and I do want you to be that person that puts
Such a
themselves
pretty girl.
first. I don't want you to feel terrible, and I don't want you to be heartbroken. I just want to make sure that we can come out of this
I'm
unscathed.
not sure. It's Friday night. Friday night. Just got paid. Actually, I didn't just get paid, so I'm not sure where everybody's at, but maybe that's what it is. Usually I feel like Fridays are a little scarce. I feel like Sunday nights are our biggest nights, I think. Fridays and Saturdays are weekends, so people have kids and families and things.
I knew that he cheated on me.
I almost feel some sense of relief because now I know that I wasn't going crazy and I wasn't making stuff up. I don't know where we're going to go from this.
Hello. It's Freaky Friday.
Unfinished business.
Cheat Unfinished Business is the name of the show on Netflix. It's so crazy. It's sad. Women or men are so different. God, it's so different.
Yeah. I'm okay. Happy tears? Or
You finally admitted it.
what are you meant to it? Oh my god. I knew it. Honestly.
I definitely took a lot of positives from today. I just feel like standing up and admitting my wrong, admitting to that. Thinking that it wasn't, factual. It actually turned out to be factual.
What did she say back to that?
She was never going to be happy, and she was upset. But my main thing was, I'm willing to own up for anything that I've done wrong.
Where?
But sometimes I need to take that time. When they say things, and there was times where, I'm not helping myself. But, at the end of the day, no one's perfect.
Liam has been caught out, and I think it's something that will...
Right, because now he got caught out.
Liam's got a tricky reckoning room coming, that's for sure.
We literally sat there, but we knew it was true. The hardest thing though is...
And then just gonna lie to the girl the entire time.
Saying, if you don't get over it, I'm leaving. But yes, he's admitted it, great. But do you know when it's too far gone at that point? And the
Right.
thing is, rewind back to your conversation. He said, if you don't drop this, I'm leaving. He gave you that ultimatum knowing full well that he had sex with that girl. You probably would have done this on the outside world, and you would have had it. But now you've got two pit bulls behind you.
Like I've let Liam get away with so much throughout the years.
Right.
I am 100% in Olivia's corner. Whether she does decide to stay with him or does leave him,
Absolutely.
I feel like this can't go on. And I will do everything I can to help her stand up to him.
I've been more than 20 questions.
Oh my days, Rocco!
How are you feeling about everything? I'm actually feeling good. Craig's not really sincere with me. I'm really liking you lot speak out. Everyone who's meeting him is just saying that he's amazing. Yeah, I know he's so cute.
She thinks he's cute?
You can see some people are starting to sort of, I don't know, fall back in love or certainly like their partner. And then there are others where I just go, is there any hope?
Exactly. Some of our couples really need to own their actions in order to progress. And for the others, they really need to analyze whether they should stay or let go and move on. The only way to resolve this, we need a reckoning room tonight.
Right.
Where they? Oh, this is the reckoning room, right? That's what they're getting ready for?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's just see what happens. I don't know what to expect. I just want to move forwards from it all. We make it work from there. I'll stay
That's
positive.
cool, Crystal.
I don't have a clue what's going to happen at this reckoning room. I believe telling us he's been texting other people another law. It's not just forgive and forget. Just like that.
Right.
I think the reckoning room's actually going to be pretty decent tonight. Well,
Oh, it's about to be on fire.
things have been revealed. It should be fine.
I need Liam to prioritize me.
She's so pretty.
I'm more than just a prank.
I don't think you gonna get that from him though. He ain't that person for you. She gonna always get crumbs. I'm just saying, it is what it is. You know? Who else is in the chat? Did I miss anybody? I see a lot of people. I am watching Cheat Unfinished Business on Netflix.
I need to know that Connor wants to make this work. If not, then I will be leaving.
And they're like British, so they all have like accents, and they're Interesting. It's like maybe like
Welcome back to
8
another
couples maybe?
reckoning.
Or used to be couples, I guess.
You know that I've been challenging you to step outside of yourself, and I can see the progress that's been made in many of you. But I would also
Hey,
say
Dwight.
that I think there is a lot more that many of you
Then you need a lot more work.
and with everything
Many
from the
relationships
past
is
now
a
out
lot
in the
of work.
open, you'll soon need to think about whether you can build a future with each other.
I don't know if people can just get over stuff that fast. It's not because it's internal stuff. They have to do internal work.
Dan and Rebecca.
First thing I want to say is, I want to see hands now.
Yeah,
Like you said, I wasn't
it's crazy.
sincere. I had no emotion my last time wearing you. Hands up.
I said you could be insensitive because
Okay, why?
she's been waiting this whole entire time, and then at a click of a finger, you managed to come up with the most perfect speech.
Right.
So it raised suspicion.
Right, you
Because
done.
it was too
You
perfect.
done.
That textbook speech.
So don't judge me as a
I'm
person.
allowed my opinion, though. That's my opinion. No one judged you. The fact that it was a 180, it seemed like there's potential.
Right.
It could have been
It's a
like,
potential.
well, if you rehearsed it based off of nerves and what I what do you think I sit in front of a mirror? Do I do something I can say on the internet? At the end of the day, my opinion changed.
Rebecca knows I've never been someone to openly say these things, and I wanted to take the opportunity to say to her, I am sorry. That doesn't mean I don't mean it, but when I say it, I appreciate the apology. I got a lot to still work on, but we've got to just keep going, and because we know how good it is between us.
I think that from this moment on, forget what anybody else is thinking. 'Cause you know there's
Nice.
lots of
Thank
opinions.
you.
The two of you have now an
Thank
opportunity
you,
to
Crystal.
build something new.
How are you this evening,
Steph
Dwight?
and Andre, you're up next. You were paired with Tegan
You're so quiet.
and Kieran. What did you learn about your relationship?
It was really nice. I feel like we're definitely heading into the right direction. You know, if you're transparent and honest, I'm willing to forgive you and to understand that, you know, you're willing to change.
I just felt like, obviously, just having that moment, you know, I never stopped loving you. And I'm
Look at her smiling.
That first reckoning into the second reckoning, you didn't even want to look in his
Yeah, I
direction.
didn't even look at him at all.
Yeah.
No.
So I congratulate both of you.
Thank you.
Good night, Crystal. Love you
You're starting a
too.
brand new relationship, so there's no need to rush.
Lucia, you went on your exchange with Dan. How did that go?
It was brought to my attention
See you later, Crystal.
that you were like to Jazz.
Oh, girl.
You played it down that you don't really know each other for 5 years.
So like, it's not that we haven't seen each other at all for 5 years. Like I said, there has been points where we've seen each other. So that for me speaks volumes that there's still something there.
So don't try and make out and play it down.
Okay. So what I was going to say was I'm 100% into this for us to work. I feel like you haven't actually heard me say this, and I've said to everyone else. I'm ready to like climb the mountain with you, to be honest.
Lies.
But I feel like
Feel like what?
for me to do that, I feel like you really need to like let go of the past. I've come here yet to push forward and not take steps back. And I feel like with certain things you're saying, you're making me like go backwards.
What?
Okay. I do believe that the cheating and everything, I got my wife,
Yeah.
but that's that in the past. And I do believe that, hand on heart, that's what I'm doing. You've shown me a very vulnerable side. And it was nice. Even though it was hard for you, I wanted to see that side.
Through our conversation,
That ain't enough.
there is the desire to want to be together, a strong desire
phone
on
took
both
me
sides. Lucia, you do need to be able to figure out those boundaries, assert those boundaries, figure out how to do that so that you're comfortable. And you know, one thing you have to remember, conflict is good because it's through conflict that we
Let's get him
create
some
and learn
brass
tools to
knuckles.
resolve the conflict. And when you resolve the conflict, you become stronger.
Kieran and Amberly. Amberly, you went on
Hey, Dan.
exchange with Biggs. How was that?
It was really nice actually. Big said how much Kieran cared for me and how passionate he was about this process. So yeah, I feel quite positive actually.
Kieran, what did you learn?
I didn't really learn anything negative
Nice.
about my back, apparently. Yeah, it was really positive. I walked away feeling really happy from that, actually.
You know, it's interesting. I see no point scoring. I see compliments, no aggressiveness.
How is everybody this Friday?
I feel like this process already is really making me think about the
Has anybody ever seen
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's 11:46.
It's more about developing us as people ourselves.
It's late.
Once I sort myself out,
You're falling asleep. I'm so proud of you.
I love you more, and our relationship will grow from that.
Yeah, absolutely. Effort always
Nice.
equals interest. And I think that the moment that your relationship dies is when you no longer see the effort in your partner.
Biggs and Rebecca, you're up next. Rebecca, you spent time with Olivia.
I would say for Olivia, like, I'm struggling to move on from the cheating, basically.
I recognize the turmoil that you're going through.
Yeah.
Now, Biggs, you can't take baby steps here. You have to take leaps because you're sitting across from someone who is prepared to leave.
Genuinely, I want to make this work.
I can't just forgive and forget. I'm being
Thanks.
honest here.
It's not easy, but I believe we can get through this. I love you.
I think we can get through it. Yeah. I can take that like a cup of
I
tea.
want to congratulate this man at the end of the table.
He be so quick to congratulate people for baby
Your
nothings.
response was emotive. That was what I was trying to
I
figure
say he
out.
be so quick to congratulate people for literally nothing.
How serious you were. I fully understood what Rebecca means to you.
I appreciate that.
So now, can I challenge you to become more vulnerable by opening up further and sharing your feelings with one another?
Craig, you were paired with Sean. What was your takeaway from the day?
Speaking to Sean, I just needed that sense of security that Jazz does want to move forward with myself. Sometimes I just need to hear that Jazz wants me as much as I want her.
Jazz, you went on your exchange with Connor. What did you learn?
Sometimes maybe I don't acknowledge the things Craig does, so maybe I do need to consider how you feel more.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
What I really loved is that you affirmed each other. So I want
Yeah,
you
that
to
was cute.
continue doing that, and what you are building will become stronger and stronger.
I'm literally making notes here.
What did y'all do today?
Sean and Tegan. Sean, you went.
She ain't even looking his way.
Craig, what did you learn?
Yeah, he was saying some really nice things. Obviously, I've explained to Craig how I feel about Tegan, and I love it to the moon, that sort of thing. Yeah, I really do.
Tegan.
Still for me, I feel like I'm a million steps behind everyone else. Just because you didn't say how you feel to me, and the person I fell for could communicate.
But just listening to what Sean said then, how did that make you feel?
There's still no emotion behind it for me.
Can I say something? It's quite frustrating to watch because Sean has said some of the cutest things I have literally ever heard about
I
you.
could really appreciate
My
that.
frustration is with Sean because when he said it to me, I'm like, Sean, just say that to her because if you heard the things he said, like, he loves you to bits.
I'm I'm not doubting that for a second.
I get nervous, like, I can't really... It's like, I think the words, when they don't come out how I want to say it.
Tegan, I don't even believe you like Sean.
I don't believe it.
Okay, so you like him.
I think I've got to start again because I don't think I know him.
Right. If you want to begin to build something new, this is what you'll have to discuss and navigate.
It's
Didn't do much, baby.
No, not that deer season. Deer season.
Just reading something in the chat.
Off at an authorized John Deere dealer.
A deer season that saves bucks?
That's right.
It's deer season, now through June 2nd.
Liam and Olivia. Liam, you were paired with Rebecca C. What did you learn from your exchange?
You never set up things that I need to man up to, and it's definitely important for you to show transparency and know that when you're in the wrong, you just step up.
Do you think there's anything that you're willing to share with the group?
No, I don't know what you mean.
You know, of course, it did happen.
What happened?
That he slept with someone else. Right, you slept with somebody else.
It's 3 years ago, yes, I did.
Now
I
he
thought it was just
remembers.
another one of them things where it didn't hold no weight. And,
He didn't hold no weight. He slept with somebody else, but he didn't hold no weight.
Shouldn't you know if you cheated or not?
Well, he had forgot until she brought it to his attention, until she actually talked to the girl who he's with, and he was like, "Well, I mean, I guess now I remember. Now you remember."
At the time, I didn't know the details.
Oh, you didn't know the details. You don't talk the girl. Of course you know the details. You was there. So how do you not know details?
Listen,
I don't understand.
I didn't know.
What did you not know?
I didn't know the depths of what it was. I didn't know
You
what
don't
it
know
said.
that. You didn't what you didn't know how.
I didn't know what I couldn't say at that time. Okay?
Don't jump in all the time.
I think what is challenging for a lot of us is that you cheated 3 years ago, but you cheated. So you know who the person is.
Yes.
Okay. You know what happened.
Yes, I do, yes.
So now, Liam, this is such an important moment for you. This is the moment to say, I lied.
Yeah, I lied. And I own it.
But you lied for 3 years.
I wasn't willing to...
And keep talking about this 10 year.
I feel like there's no excuse.
You lied for 3 years.
I'm sorry, and I just hope you forgive me.
Okay. Thank you for that.
We lied for 3 years.
The hardest part for me is the drastic power imbalance in the relationship. And in part, that imbalance comes from, Olivia, your inability to have set any boundaries around it.
If we were to move forward, do you think you could make me a priority in your life?
No.
I'm willing to be, that man you need to be and step up.
No, he's not.
So will you make me a
Of
priority?
course I will.
He's not. He's just saying that, boo. You don't believe that shit, do you?
Well done everyone for tonight. Paul and I congratulate you on your honesty. I know it's been a tricky night.
We talked about the past, but now it's time to concentrate on whether you have a future together. From tomorrow, you'll be spending a lot more time with each other. We'll start looking ahead to your potential future, starting with our very first group coaching sessions. This next step is all about your actions. Now, the real work begins. Moving forward is much harder than looking back.
Yes, you can turn it off.
It's now on.
Thank you for giving me permission to turn it
out that dryer for me?
Sure. Sure. Bum, bum, bum.
Can you turn it to off?
Huh? There's, I said signal. Ah!
You can't just open it and it's not going to stop. You gotta- It's off. Yeah.
Okay.
It stopped, right?
Yes.
And you turn that and flick that off for me, please. The candle. We still have it down all night long.
It's not on right now.
No? You sure? You don't see the orange light on?
It's hard.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Good night.
Good night.
Flick that up. Thank you. Let me get up and get it. Did it go off?
What?
The show.
You just turned it off, right?
No, but I'm saying I was asleep, so I don't know what happened.
Oh, yeah, I think that was the end of that. They're about to do group therapy sessions next. I mean, group coaching. Yeah.
I'll watch the rest tomorrow.
Okay.
See you.
Good night. All right. Night night. I would be so mad if I had Peppa. Oh my gosh. Disgust. Sheesh. Hello, hello. Okay. You have my undivided attention. Okay. How is everybody? I want a snack, but I'm so full. How do beans make you so full? And salad. Whew, okay. Y'all are very quiet this evening. So, nobody wants to chat. Any plans for this weekend? Hello, Sora. How are you? Aaron! Hey. Nothing? Dang, everybody's so quiet. All right, everybody give me 2 words. Person, place, or thing. We'll do a part 2. 2 words, person, place, or thing. I love games. Okay, Aaron. I like games too. Let's see. Hey, Q. I feel just fine. How are you? I feel just fine. 2 truths. Oh, I wasn't going to do 2 truths. I was going to do my part 2 from my game. My improvisation game is what I was going to do. But everybody's been so quiet this evening. So maybe not. Because I've had people in and out, but I didn't say anything like that. I just said you called me from the Joliet Correctional Center. That's all I said. That's it. I didn't tell him what your crime had been. You just wanted me to find some tacos somewhere. That's all. 1 second. Do, do, do. What are you up to? Hello, Lynx. Is it Lynxon? Hello, Lynxon. How are you? Well, today I visited my great-grandmother's grave, so I thought that was pretty nice. I had not been there before. So it was nice to clean off her grave and, see her. She died a long time ago. Long before I was born. I thought I was around when she was alive, but I guess I was wrong. Let's see here. What are my plans this weekend? Good questions. Probably radio. And looks pretty empty right now. Oh, it's Mother's Day weekend. Yeah. I sent my mother something, and she got it today. And then, but I think she's not gonna wait. She's gonna wait to open it until Sunday, I guess. Yeah, actually, it wasn't. And she was in a cut because, yeah, I had never been there before. And she was up in a cut, like up underneath the tree. So I'm glad that there's like she does have a stone there and some stuff around it. So I was getting off the little, that mossy type stuff on there and stuff. You said I'm close to my mom. What you mean? This is on my dad's side. On my dad's side is close by here. So her mother, which is, I'll show you her picture since I'm in my grandma's room. This was her mommy. This was her mommy. Can you see her? So yeah, that was her mommy. And so we went and saw her grave today. Cleaned off her grave. Bum, bum, bum. Wee, wee, wee. Y'all remember like the little thing you used to spin on when you when you were younger, you would like get on it and you like run around and be sick. Wee, wee, wee. You got like a merry-go-round or something? Oh, goodness. Had to get some chips and sandwich. Okay, what kind of sandwich did you make? I'm asking, do you have a close relationship with your mom? Not proximity. Do I have a close relationship with my mother? I would say Kinda. We talked about that in that book, right? Kinda. Yes. I don't feel like I'm close to anybody. I feel like I'm very independent in a lot of ways. But I did get closer to her after she got sick. I will say that. In that regard, I'm not her closest child. She talks to others more frequently than I do. And then I'm not. Here's one thing I think I've said this to you all before. When people call you, generally they're calling because they want to talk about themselves, not because they really want to talk to you about how you're doing. So I don't call people because I generally have nothing to talk about myself. And I'm always, working or doing something, learning, life learning, work, stuff like that. So most times people are calling me. My mother calls me, my father calls me. Every now and again I'm like, I ain't heard from so-and-so, then I'll call. But generally it's the other way around. Most of the times they call me and they're like, oh yeah, hey. Like I had to pencil in, I had to write down like call your mom, call your grandmother. Like that's how I am. I'm very I'm not a phone person. As I got older I realized I'm not a phone person. Most people call me. Okay. We too. Thank you for playing, Jerome. It was we was whole spinning. That was fun. I almost logged off. See, that's the point. That's the point. The point is to bring out your inner child because some of y'all Negroes be so much caught up in this I'm an adult that you are forgetting that your inner child is still in there. And so as I'm an adult, you lose sight of that. And that's the point of life, is to still enjoy life and still have fun. And even though you feel like you've gotten so much older, when you get upset, you turn into that little boy and that little girl all over again. And you lash out and you have these temper tantrums and you do the things on the show and you cheat on people and stuff because you're mad about something, and that's the way you feel like you have to retaliate, and it's just your inner child. So if you cater to the inner child, life seems more fun that way. Ham, turkey, lettuce, bacon, pepper. Nice. Why aren't you close? It's not that I'm not close. I'm as close as you need me to be. I'll put that way. Everybody's on their own journey. You know? I forget about your sisters. Yep, I talk to them when they call me. Actually, I did call my sister today. Look at me. I did call them earlier this week to ask about Mother's Day gifts. So yeah, we're just I think everybody's family has a different dynamic, That's all. Some talk every day, some talk periodically, some talk. Most of them know that I'm different. Yeah. I think when you become a person of, what's the word? Like you're going through a deep transformation, you're naturally going to break away from everybody else. In order for you to have that transformation, for you to do things completely different from everybody else, you have to set yourself apart from them. It's no like if ands or buts because your culture will often dictate how you grow and how you evolve. And you can't, it's hard to do that when you stay in the same place and you do the same things, right? Like if I wasn't here, I would not be watching Cheat on TV. That's not my stuff. Like I don't watch TV. I've watched way more TV in the last 3 or 4 months than I probably have in 2 years. It's not something that I would normally do. But I realize it's the culture of like where I'm at. And so I'm very mindful of that. So there are certain things that I do not go back on, right? One of those things is food. I do not go back on food, right? I'll do a little bit of dairy here or there. I'm not going back on meat, right? I'm not going back to that. When I get up in the morning, I have to walk. I walk every day. I am not going back on that. Even after we came back from the, cleaning off the grapes, I'm not going back on that. I still do my ab workout. Like I said, 30-day ab workout. I do it every day. I do my affirmations every day. There's certain things that I can't go back on because it would derail all the work that I've done, all the transformations that I've done. Now, I watch some of this TV, but then there are times where if it's like news on, cannot do news. I won't do it because I worked in news. I know how news works. I know there are certain things that, once it's implanted in your brain, it just, it can start to do other things for you, right? You start having all those negative thoughts. I have to walk away from those situations. I'll change the subject. I'll leave the room. There are certain things that I know that I've done enough work to know that I won't go back on. So, but even in these things, you'll always be tempted and tested and tried and stuff. So it's just knowing where your margins are. Everything's a test. All right, Q. Q is perfect, everybody. His inner child is fine. He's perfect. I'm not referring to Q. Everybody else. I still have work to do, but Q apparently is perfect. So I'm letting him be perfect. Osara, you have to be a moderator in order to get the blue. Hello, is it? I was about to say Mitsubishi. Hello, I'm just gonna say Philippe. Philippe? Hello, Philippe. I'm wonderful. How are you? I tuned on my eggs with bacon. Oh my goodness. Philippe, I am from America. Currently I'm in South Carolina. You think you'll be emotionally available for your husband? It's hard to let go of. I think vulnerability is there. I think there are times and places for all of those things. Yes. Hey, Sean. Aaron. Oh, you're fine. Your inner child is fine, not perfect. What's not perfect about your inner child then? And you said, do I think I will be vulnerable with him? It's not that I wouldn't be. It's just there are things to work through. I don't think it's me being able to open up. I think it would be the other way around. I'm pretty open with my feelings. I'm very full right now. like when I tell you about stuff about your inner child, you say my inner child's fine. I think it would be more so like stuff like that, like I'm fine, I'm fine. It would be more on the other end of opening up in that regard. I was watching this beautiful show today, and the guy was pretty open. I was like, oh, I like that. And did you see the moment DeVal had a moment on Instagram? I saw that. That's the kind of stuff that I like to see. DeVal Ellis and Kadeem Ellis. Yeah, it was good. I don't know if I'll be able to pull it up though. I have not been able to. Let me see. You turn mine. Just chilling. I like that. I'm glad you're chilling. Here, bro, just sign in. I don't want to sign in. Yeah, it was good. It was a good. He was on I think maybe like the Essence channel or something. Cause he was like, it's hard. He was like, I would, both of them are back working full time. They have 4 kids, and he was like, I wish I could tell. He's like, but it's hard. He broke down a little bit. He was like, it's. I can see him, say all the things, but he's like, it's hard. I could. Because I think he's more in tune with his feelings than most men are. And he has a way of articulating his emotions better than most. And so you can tell, like, around his people, he can't really talk like he wants to. Like, I don't know that, I feel like I do kind of feel bad for men in the regard that I don't know that y'all really have. And you said you do, Q, so you are apparently one of few that have really, male friends and male figures that you could talk to very honestly and open, and not have them tell you to man up and just don't cry about it, and men, suck it up, that kind of thing. But he's, DeVal is from New York, so you don't tend to get that in New York. Not in Brooklyn. You don't get that in Brooklyn. I feel like you could probably get that from like a church type setting. Like if you have like men who've been like with their wives for a long time, and those kind of like settings like that, but not just growing up in the hood and growing up on the streets. I don't think that you would get those kind of figures unless you were in like a big brother, big sister type of environment, So that's what I'm saying. I mean, it could be in some situations, but sometimes you just gotta let that out. You harbor it in, and then you end up, taking it out on the woman who really want to be with you and doing stupid stuff. Because you don't know how to regulate your emotions. Because you don't know how to talk about them. Because all you've been told all your life is, man up, man up, man up. Women don't want that. Right? I don't mind you being the man. When you cannot express yourself, that becomes a problem. Because you become combative, because you become bottled up, and then it explodes everywhere. That's what I mean. You got to handle that. So then you go, because you can't handle your emotions, you go do something physical to get over the mental block that you have, right? Because everybody has, generally, whatever you have mentally, there has to be a physical connection to it. If you have a mental block, you want to do something physical to remove it, right? That's why when you're frustrated and you are stuck, that's why I tell you to clean your house. That's why I tell you to declutter. That's why they tell you to, go through your drawers and, get rid of stuff, old stuff, bring in new stuff, because changing of the space, rearranging your rooms, changing of the space changes your mindset, opens it up. You get new ideas, you get new, just a new visions that you weren't having before. You know what I mean? Like, you may feel stuck in this situation. Then you go on a vacation and you come back, you're like, you know what? Oh, I didn't think I could do this or I could do that. And those things start to change. So by doing something physical, you remove some of the mental blocks that you have. But with that being said, if you are feeling stuck or you're feeling in a negative space and you don't know how to handle it, then you would do something in the physical that you may feel bad about afterward, right? So tomorrow, what's today? Today is Friday. So Monday is a full moon. We know what happens. What do I say? When emotions are high, intelligence is low. So this weekend in particular, even though it's Mother's Day weekend, it's going to be a very emotional weekend for some people. You would be mindful of your emotions this weekend because of the fact that it is going to be a full moon on Monday. So as we are going through the weekend, just be mindful of the crowds that you're around, the people that you're around, because there are going to be some, and it's going to be a little warmer. So just be mindful of your emotions and mindful of, your conversations, how they're talking to you, how you're talking to them. If they start to pop off, just remember, hey, it's a full moon. Let it go. It usually is 2 days on the front, 2 days on the back. So let's say you get frustrated with somebody tomorrow. Hold off till about Wednesday. Hold off till about Thursday. It's usually 2 days on the front, 2 days on the back. So it'll start tomorrow. Monday's going to be the strongest. And then Tuesday and Wednesday will be the other 2 days. So by Thursday, people's level-headedness will kind of come back into the picture. So I would say by Thursday, by the weekend, next weekend, then, if you're having a discussion with somebody or disagreement, then you bring it back up then. So, that's all. But anyway. Alright. But I was going to look for this, but I don't know what my sign-in is. And let's see. I feel so full. Why do I always feel so full? Ooh. This might work. Use the arrows to rotate. What? Hold on. That's crazy. Alright, let's see here. All that'd be wrong credentials. Oh my gosh. I liked the cauliflower wings. They were pretty good. Hello, Jerry. But I had the cauliflower wings, what? A couple days ago. That was Tuesday. I had salad and beans. I made beans last night, and I made a lot of them in a crock pot. I made like 3 packs worth, so I have plenty. So I'm making a lot of beans. But it's good because I haven't had beans in a while, so I need to kind of clear out my system and get myself back right. Get ready to do some traveling. I'm ready to, like we were talking about being mentally stuck and physically I think it's time for me to make some moves. I need to prepare to go back to Atlanta. Then there's a trip I want to take. I think we were looking at astrology a couple months back, and I think mine said Miami. And there are some things I want to do in Miami. I definitely need to go to Florida, so definitely need a trip to Florida and a trip to Atlanta sooner than later. A lot sooner than later. So, go back to moves really soon. Oh, excuse me. But the same things that happened when I left are slowly coming back. So, even when you leave someplace and you go back and think about, like, why did you leave? And then you start to realize that's why you left. Because just because you changed doesn't mean the culture changed. The culture's still the same. I can have the conversations about this and that, but that's why I said, you say what you say about inner child and the things you say, and now I'm like, I'm just going to agree with you because we've had different life experiences. So rather than me tell you what I know and what I believe, I'll just show you through what I'm doing and just continue to do that. I'm not gonna go back for you. Forth with you. I'm not gonna argue with you. I'm gonna say okay, and I'm gonna keep it moving. So I just need to agree and keep it moving. There's a book called How to Win Friends and Influence People, and that is like one of the things that they really say. It's like, we all have egos and we all want to be right. So, the things that worked for me, they work for me. If they work for you, great. If you decide not to do them, cool. Right? If I send you a video and I say, I've been doing, because of my congestion, I've been doing lymphatic drainage videos daily. It's about a 10-minute video, and I've sent it to about 3 or 4 different people. If they watched it, fine. If they didn't watch it, fine. If somebody else sent it to you, but oh my God, that's a great video, and you forgot that I sent it to you, that's fine, right? Because the people closest to you won't usually learn from you. They'll tend to learn it from somebody else, even though you probably showed it to them. But they didn't take it from you. They took it from somebody else. It's just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. So, sometimes I can do better from away than I can do here, right? Like, I still hug my tree. I don't hug trees, but I sit next to my trees, and I, touch the trees that I walk by, and I sit in the grass, and and I tell people I'm woo-woo, and they laugh, and they whatever the case is. I don't know if they're laughing, but I just let them have their moments. Yeah, it's good. It's just, it literally just called lymphatic drainage. It's like a 10-minute video, and the lady's in like a pink shirt and like just regular pants, and she's outside, and she's doing the 10-minute drainage. And so I've been doing that every day for past week or so, about 2 weeks now. good stuff. And every time I do it, I feel my nose start draining and stuff. So yeah, I was like, okay, it's not working. I know it's working. It's simply because I have so much drainage. Then I know it's working. I know it's valuable, and it really works for people who have what do you call it? Sciatic nerve, because of the body movements that it's doing. But you can only tell so many people. You tell them, you send it, and then that's it. You let it go. Why is it crazy? It's one of those things where I learned it from, I can't remember. I think it was Master Trey Kashina. And he basically said, when you finally get awakened, you're excited. And so, I don't have any orange juice, Corey. When you have your aha moments and your transformation moments and you're awakened, and let's say like you had cancer, and then you may have found yourself during your whole healing and getting over things, and so now you're really excited. You're like, I want to show you these things, and you're so excited, and you want to show them what you've learned, but you are at level 4, they're at level 1, and so you're trying to get them all the way to level 4, and then they're at level 1, and so they're looking at you like, huh? And you're trying to bridge that gap, but it's hard to do that because they haven't done all the steps that took you to get to level 4. And before you even realize it, you're at level 4. You're still thinking you're at like level 1 and level 2 like them. You're like, you don't get it? And they're like, because you've gone so far past them that it's hard to even conceptualize and to break it down to them in that way, because you've done so much research in those areas that you don't even realize how far you've gotten until you look back and you're like, come here, and you're like trying to hold your hand out, and they're so far back. They're just so far back because they just don't know what you know and what you've experienced. And so you just have to be able to agree with them, sit with them, listen to them, and then leave them where they are. And so as we talk about me being close with my family, that's where I'm at. I sit and I listen and I empathize, and I will drop little seeds, but then I see if you pick them up or if you leave them, and then from there I know what to do. Can't share everything over. Right. So just a learning curve. As you get older, you see it more and more, Then you see what parts you play, what parts other people play on themselves, right? That's why I love that book. I'm always reading because I just go back to the book. And I love myself so much that I can spend time with myself and be with myself and just be fine. Like, there are so many people who have to fill their time with something. They have to call somebody. They have to listen to the music on the way home. They have to watch TV all day. They have to place something on social media because they just have to fill that time because they don't know how to sit with themselves. They're afraid of their own thoughts. And that is a sad place to be, because you are the only person with you all of the time. How can you not be with yourself, right? Yeah, that's so sad. That's sad. That is. It's like, how do you know who you are if you don't spend time with yourself? How do you know how to love yourself if you don't spend time with yourself? If every minute of every day is filled with something, you don't even know who you are. You don't even know what you like. So if you want somebody else to love you and love you for you, and you don't even know who you are, you're already setting them up for failure as well as yourself. And that is a big problem. so much snot. This is probably from the cheesecake from 2 days ago. But yeah. So that's where I'm at. And it's just interesting. Because I don't know everything. I'm still learning. I'm still enjoying life. And I'm still seeing what things come up for me. But it is fascinating to see how many people just don't know themselves and don't love themselves. And don't know how to spend, like you said, enjoy their own company. And so what they will do sometimes is they will project that onto you as though it's your fault. Because you don't want to spend time with them that they are the way that they are. But it's like, no, you have to spend time with yourself. For you to know that you need to spend time with yourself. Like, you're not going to bring me down into that hole with you. That needy hole. Because you need to be needed. But you need to fulfill yourself in order to be full. In order to be healed or healing. In order to allow that other person to come and be an asset to you. But if you're already in a deficit, a female or a man, a female or a companion in general cannot be that person for you. Thank you, Q. So yes, I can be vulnerable, but it takes a person who understands that part of themselves, who's done that work. If you have not done that work, then everything I'm saying to you may be level 1, right? If you have not done the work, or at least have started, I will be talking to you. I'm on level 4, you're on level 1, and nothing is penetrating. So when I have these conversations and I listen to you all in the chat, and I figure out, I can slowly but surely see, are you level 1? Are you level 2? Are you level 3? Based on your answers and what you've said to me. And I just assess accordingly. And I just listen and I shake my head and then then I move on. Because everybody's not on that same level. And although there are some who would like to be on that level, that still comes with a lot of work, a lot of time and dedication. And it's daily practice. It's not something you pick up, read it, and put it back down. It's something you have to work on every day. Every day. Do something that moves the needle every day. That's so. See, but it's you said good. Why would you say that? Good luck finding. It maybe at the age that you are at, maybe. I do think they're out there because they are out there. Do you remember when I showed you the video about the guy and y'all said the white guy with the pineapple shirt, and y'all were talking and making fun of him or saying he was like he didn't believe him? He's that type. He's level 4. But if you're level 1 and level 2, you can't understand his level 4 because you're just not there. So he had a video today and he was like, you deserve everything. He was like, you deserve the red carpet. You deserve the roses. You deserve you deserve the man to work for it. You deserve for him to earn it. He was like, you are not, he said, you are a trophy. You're supposed to earn the trophy. You don't get a participation trophy. You earn the trophy. That's why people do gold, silver, medal. You are the gold. He's supposed to work for it. You know what I mean? The guy that was with Kim, he had the white shirt on with the pineapple on it. Or a tree on it. I'm sorry, it wasn't pineapple. It was a tree, I think. And then he was talking to Cam Newton. And that's what I'm referring to. I would consider level 4. And so if you're not in a space and understand him, you would come off and you make jokes about him and they said he was a simp and all that, right? But he's level 4. And so depending on where you are in the journey, you may or may not understand him and agree with him until you've had that woman that you probably maybe fumbled or mishandled. And then as you go back and look at all the women after her that never quite meet that standard, then you realize, man, you're right. I had her and I didn't do what I was supposed to do. And now it's like, now you're trying to earn it back, but it's too late. It's too late. And so now on the next lady, you may have a different understanding. I honestly can't. I sent you two. There was 2 videos, and what I think I should have done was not play them back to back because they both had a lot of meat in them in different ways. One was about when he called the lady. He said, because she dates multiple men, she's a hoe. And then Cam was like, no, but she really is. And he was like, how was she a hoe? That was one of them. Hey. hey. How are you? I can't remember what the other was, but one was definitely about the woman being for dating multiple people. And she said she doesn't even, and that kind of goes back to the point where I said you don't know what you like unless you sit with yourself, unless you can be in a room by yourself, no TV, no music, nothing, just kind of sit with yourself, sit with your thoughts, meditate, then you won't even know what it is that you like. And so a lot of women will go with one guy, like him, and just do all the things that he's done, or fall for him and not necessarily have boundaries and morals and ethics and all that stuff. And then she doesn't really know what she likes. And so over time, she will come to realize, hey, I really like this. But it takes a while for her to get to that point, So that's why he said you should date multiple people so that you know what you like, so that you can weed out the ones who really aren't for you. Because remember, Cam was like, I'm not trying to be in the friend zone, bro. I'm trying to get in the end zone, bro. He was like, yeah. That just sounds like you want to score. You just want to get laid. You just want to win. You don't care about her. You don't care about her feelings. You don't care about her goals, her interests, her values. You're just trying to score. That's literally what you just said. I'm trying to get in the end zone. So you have no really like long-term commitment that you want to do with her. So that's why women should date multiple people, so you can weed out the ones who are really just saying stuff. I do think it's easier for women who have had brothers, because there is some level of you know what I mean? Like you've had a brother, so you can see like, oh yeah, I know what he said. I know he definitely lying, because my brother do that same thing, right? So you have that. So I think that also plays a part, and it helps for some ladies. But just kind of being able to understand that men and women are so vastly different. When we say stuff, we mean it. When y'all do things, you mean it. So it's not by what you say, but it's more so by what you do. And we've heard the term actions speak louder than words, but really listening to that and really watching that, like, with your eyes. Like, how is he responding? How is he acting? And then also knowing what part you play in it. Hey, Robert, how are you? Because everything is not always his fault, because I'm also in between that and like men are this and men are that and men are this, but also there's a blame game there, and the other person is not always at fault. Because if you didn't have boundaries and you didn't set them, then you can't get upset with them that they you know, that they stepped all over him. Because you never said them. Okay, I agree with Tree Shirt on that point. Okay, where's Sandy and Dylan? What's good, Robert? Sandy and Dylan's here? I don't know. Are you Sandy and Dylan? Just got home. Oh, nice. Congratulations, Robert. Oh, yeah, that's definitely a long day. So, Robert, do you have a good relationship with your son's mother? Because I don't think we ever talked about her, right? I don't think we ever brought her up. Hey, Misfit. There's always enough. Right. And that's where I like to draw the line. It's like, okay, you can, right, we can blame for days, but there also is a part of your part in this, right? And so there are people who, like, if I go back and think about other relationships that I've been in, and I said, if I can take my blame for what what I could have done better. If you can't take any of yours, that's a problem. That's our problem. Oh, I didn't know that. I don't think I knew that. My condolences, Robert. How long ago was that? Okay. Wow. Yeah, my condolences. Oh, so Sandy and Dylan is Hay, and Hay is Sandy and Dylan, because the picture is the exact same picture. Hey, Sandy and Dylan. How are you? Our condolences, Robert. I know she was with y'all today, I'm sure. You have a graduate. Robert, you got a grown man up in your house. What you finna do? You an empty nester now? For real, official. Is he moving out, or what's his plan? Is he going to like a local place to school? He going on campus? He's moving out of state? Like, what's he doing? He going. Oh, where's that? Is that in town? Abilene? I'm not familiar with Abilene, Robert. I'm not sure. Is he on a scholarship, Robert? Oh, it's really far, Robert. That's what, 6 hours? Yeah. And he got a full scholarship? Nice. Oh, I know you cried today. Did you boo-hoo? Hello, Jerry. So, Robert said, yeah. Oh. Good. My day was good, Jerry. I went to visit my great grandmother's grave today, so today was good. Cleaned off her area along with some other family members. You know, you have like the family plot, so we had seen some others over there too. You're welcome, Robert. So wait, so your grown boy is going to Abilene Christian University, and you're giving up boxing. You're gonna have a lot of time, Robert. How are you feeling that time? What will you be doing? Oh, how cute! Want to be in your shoes right now, Robert? He over here dreaming. He daydreaming over here right now. He's going, oh man, if I were Robert, living by the water in Texas, oh man. He done had the whole look. Y'all can have a Freaky Friday moment. Q don't want to know how to act. Shoot, I don't know how to act. What is it that you're enjoying about your son's age? Q. I don't know what Robert's gonna do. What you gonna do, Robert? Sheesh. Can you go a little bit more in depth? Or what does that mean? You're enjoying guiding his growth and development. Explain. I hear you, Robert. You can always enjoy life. Why do people say that I'm going to enjoy it now? You always enjoy it. Always enjoy it. Every moment. Now. Enjoy right now. And now. And now. Because the future is now. And the present is now. And the past is already gone. Yeah, it's fast. Is he like you, Q? What are the differences and what are the similarities? Same thing for you, Robert. What is it that your son has that's similar to you, and then what are the differences? Because it goes by so fast. You're half covered, darling. You want me to be fully covered, Jerry? What do you want me to cover? What you want me to cover, Jerry? This hair, I gotta buy Felicia up underneath this cat. Identical. So he's he's definitely not a Leo because he had a birthday in this chat. So he must be what? He's charming. Is he funny? Is he 5 foot 9? 10. I know he likes basketball. I remember that. Does he have a full beard? Is he in real estate? How identical are we talking? Like, what does that mean? Oh my God, it's already 1 o'clock. I'm about to go to bed. Because y'all got on late. I'm about to go to bed. It's 12:57. Oh, he's 5'11". So he's taller than you then. And what does he want to do when he gets older? What is his aspirations? And then what about you, Robert? Like, what's his major in school? What is he trying to be? Feels so good to burp. Nice. Engineering? That's good. He got that from you then. Day trading at the best. He got that from me. Okay. An engineer and a day trader. Okay. That's what's up. Amen. Amen. Interesting. Okay. That's great, Q. That's great. All right, let's see here. You're doing an awesome job with them, Q. Keep up the good work. That's so. I love when men raise their young men. I love it. I love it. That's good. That's so good. Hey, Jerry. Tell you a story that I like. I was going to do a story earlier, but it didn't really. Nobody was really in the chat, so I couldn't do I was going to continue the improv story, but it just seemed like it was pulling teeth earlier. Nobody really wanted to talk on the thing. Okay, I remember he was 10 years old. I took him to a work Christmas dinner after bringing the company over $1 million in revenue. They gave me a speech and a $500 bonus. He decided that night he'd never work. For someone. Oh, okay. You've done the same. Robert, job well done. Nice. Nice. Hello, son. Vika, how are you? What do you mean? What you mean, Q? Oh, because I want babies. Yeah. Because I want babies. Well, where am I going to start from, huh? Everybody had different life experiences, right? Because you had cancer, you was like, I definitely want my child, right? I definitely want to see, right? Because I almost lost my mother, I definitely want to have a child for her. So that she can see. Because she's asked me for grandbabies for, I don't know. Wow. She never, it wasn't like a, when you can have a grandparent, you know, not like a hounding type of thing. But, you know, she's asked a few times. So, I would definitely like to have one that she will meet. Yeah, I wasn't sure about that either. Sanvika. Not sure. So, everybody has their reasons for doing things. Everybody has a different life experience. I am tired of blowing my nose. That's what I'm certain of. I don't think that at all. I think I'm going to have a beautiful child. I think I'm going to have a starseed child. You know. Because children are so much closer to God because they're just born. So they have different abilities. The older we get, the more we get removed from those things. From our knowings. That's what I think. I think I'm going to have a very bright child. And why do you think Sanvika is bad? Thank you. Me too, Q. Me too. I should be putting any kind of profile picture up here. Thank you for all of my subscribers. I appreciate it. So, any last questions, comments? Speak now or forever hold your peace. If you don't say it now, you just won't feel right. Come here, sleepy. Thank you, Q. What am I doing tomorrow? Good question. I think I probably have radio. And I don't have anything like major planned, but I definitely need to get some work done. For sure. Because I've had a lot of busy work this week, but nothing that really moved the needle, I would say, I think. I need to send out some invoices too. Yeah. Okay. I love you all. Thank you for joining my channel. Thank you for subscribing. My name is Aysia Smiles. We go live every night, 10:30, 11-ish Eastern Daylight Time, PM. We will do this again tomorrow, or technically later on today. Keep smiling, keep shining. You got this. I love you. Good night. Thank you, Robert. Thank you, Q. Good night, everybody.